Hello there, welcome to my look back at Season 2 of the Rockford Files. If you'd like to check out my review of each individual episode, please look at the playlist on my channel page. I think if there's one word that sums up Season 2, it would be bravery. As the makers of the show don't settle into a comfortable groove after the success of the first season, but instead push the boundaries further in every direction that they explored in Season 1. We learn more about Jim's character and his past.
Remember when he first came to live with us, right after his folks was killed?
What's he calling you for? You guys were never exactly buddies.
Remember me, Rockfish?
Yeah.
Hi, Jimbo.
Get out of here.
You know, I wasn't sure you were going to show up. I mean, 3 years is a little more than just an interlude.
His relationship with Beth.
2 years ago when I first met you, I thought, this is the one.
And we get to see her character develop. We get more time with Rocky, Angel and Dennis and learn more about the positive and negative effects of having Jim as a friend or family member.
The only reason why I asked you, it's such a slick con, and you're the only guy I know who can go Lloyd one better.
This is hard for me. I mean, you know, I'm really chicken. I hate taking a risk.
We also get more in-depth storytelling, as the numerous car chases of Season 1 are pared down in Season 2, and given more meaning by being part of the plot or part of Jim's character, depending on how he uses the car chases to escape or not.
Look, there are some cigarettes in that glove compartment. Throw the package out the window.
How do we know she's not going out the back?
Because I saw her throw out an empty cigarette patch.
What about the girl?
Forget it, she's gone. Stick with me.
The outcome of the chases we see seem far more dependent on who he's running from, who he has with him, and his chances of getting away, or leading the chasees to somewhere he wants them to go. Whereas in Season 1, it was generally purely just a means of escaping someone following him. While Season 1 gave us a good breadth of stories, Season 2 increases this exponentially, and it's much harder to pin down the types of stories we get into easy categories. There's also a notable decrease in love interests in this season, as the writers know they don't necessarily need to insert a love interest into the story to increase interest or to pad the runtime, and they can increase interest in other ways, whether that be with humour, mystery, intrigue, or any of the other many ways they inject drama into the show.
Elizabeth Davenport?
Well, she was transferred to the prison ward in County General.
What's she doing in the hospital?
She was poisoned.
We also see a massive decrease in two-part episodes, with just one two-parter in Season 2, and that episode certainly feels like it needs to be 2 parts. In fact, with the single episodes in Season 2, we get much faster paced and tighter scripted shows that actually make you want them to be 2-parters, which is always a better trademark of an episode than a 2-parter you wished was 1. Season 2 is also starting to dip its toe into more contemporary issues, whereas there was some gesturing to this in Season 1. By Season 2, they're much more explicit about it.
The appeal died when he ran out of money and he went into the B&B file. Black and broke.
With many more political and social issues being dealt with.
I just served my last cup of coffee after 30 years.
What, you sell out?
Everybody's shutting up and moving away.
Well, that's progress for you.
How can you stay in business when all your customers are moving away?
We see Jim tackle gentrification by force, fraud, the criminal justice system, poverty, corruption, and even phony motivational speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you America's success story, Aaron Ironwood.
See, I don't look like no Superman. I came to Los Angeles in my own private jet airplane, and that's from believing in myself.
All in all, the show goes from strength to strength as it continues, and despite remaining episodic, it still manages character and story growth for the returning viewer, which is a huge achievement, especially as it never feels isolating to new viewers. All character and story growth is done incrementally, introducing new information that builds on previous information if you've watched the show, rather than explicitly referring back to something that you would need to watch the show to understand. I've really enjoyed an in-depth look at this season, and I'm really looking forward to season 3. Thank you. Goodbye.